chilling end of John Wayne Gacy. What happened in the final moments of the killer clown? John Wayne Gacy, one of America's most infamous serial killers, met his end on May 10th, 1994, 31 years ago. But even decades later, the chilling legacy of the man known as the Killer Clown continues to haunt the public imagination. Behind the smiling face of a party clown was a man responsible for some of the most horrifying crimes in U.S. history. Gacy lived a terrifying double life. To neighbors and community members, he seemed like a regular guy, someone who even dressed up as a clown to entertain kids at parties and charity events. But beneath the surface lurked a monster who preyed on vulnerable young boys and men, ending at least 33 of their lives during the 1970s. His dark path to death row. In 1980, Gacy was convicted for the murders of 33 people and sentenced to death for 12 of those killings. While sitting on death row for 14 years, he tried to paint a different picture of himself. Literally. He became known for his eerie, clown-themed artwork, which sold for thousands of dollars. But no amount of paint could cover up the evil he had done. Despite overwhelming evidence and chilling confessions, Gacy remained disturbingly defiant. In one recorded interview, he questioned the very notion of guilt, saying, "Because they say I'm guilty, I'm supposed to feel guilty now? I don't. I have no remorse." Those words echoed a cold truth. Gacy never accepted responsibility. The final day Gacy's life ended at the Stateville Correctional Center in Crest Hill, Illinois. It was no ordinary execution. At 52 years old, he was administered a lethal injection, a combination of 3 chemicals. The first was to sedate him, the second to stop his breathing, and the third to halt his heart. But something went wrong. A clog in the 4th line caused a delay, and what should have been a swift execution dragged out for 18 excruciating minutes, nearly 4 times longer than expected. In a morbid twist of fate, Gacy died on the exact date of his first arrest for sodomy, 26 years earlier. His infamous last words. Just before his execution, Gacy had a final meal that was as unsettling as the man himself. A bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken, a nod to his former job as a KFC manager. A dozen fried prawns, French fries, a pound of strawberries, and a Diet Coke. But it was his last words that stunned the world. "Kiss my A." Even in his final moment, Gacy showed no remorse, no regret for the pain and terror he caused. Public reaction, a grim celebration. The news of Gacy's execution was met with a mixture of relief and grim celebration. On the night of May 9th, 1994, nearly 1,000 people gathered outside City Hall in Chicago. Some held signs, others released balloons, and many mocked his clown persona. The crowd chanted, "Death to Gacy," expressing a shared sentiment. Justice at long last had been served. The crowd chanted, "Death to Gacy," expressing a shared sentiment. Justice at long last had been served. Survivors and those affected by Gacy's crimes spoke openly about their lack of sympathy. One survivor said he felt nothing for him. A juror from the trial described feeling a deep sense of relief, not for vengeance, but because they knew no other children would suffer at Gacy's hands again. Gacy's ongoing infamy in pop culture. Gacy's life and crimes have been the focus of countless documentaries and dramas. His horrific story has been told in the Netflix series Conversations with a Killer, the John Wayne Gacy tapes, and Peacock's John Wayne Gacy, Devil in Disguise. A dramatized limited series, Devil in Disguise John Wayne Gacy, is also in the works, with actor Michael Chernus portraying the killer. Despite his death, John Wayne Gacy remains a symbol of evil, hiding a horrifying reminder that sometimes the scariest monsters wear the friendliest faces.
For full video, click related link below or like and subscribe this channel.